Well, I've gathered up a whole bunch of odd photographs and little snippets of videos of me catching fish over the last basically 40 years. So I you go through it. Here's a lingcod that Ivy and me caught on her only halibut trip, and there's the two halibut that we caught. Here I am with a long fin albacore tuna. Here I am with a sand shark, another tuna. It's the same tuna actually. And here I am with my first surf perch and a little baby surf perch that, yes, I did toss it back into the water. Here's another little baby one that I tossed back. This one was my biggest one to date. Here I am with one of my sturgeon way back in 95. Here it is with me and Dale with a couple sturgeon that I caught. Well, one that I caught, one that he caught. And I'm holding Ivy's sturgeon here. Here I am with a 5-foot sturgeon. And that was the biggest one I caught that day. Here I am with a 6-foot, well, not only 6 foot, but pretty good size. Here I am with another large sturgeon. This one we had to throw back because it was too big.
I'm knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking on heaven's door.
So here I am with a little lingcod that I caught, and here I am with, I fished all day and I caught one trout. Here I am with a couple pink salmon I caught with Dwayne. Here I am with some, those are shad with my trip with Dale and Kitty. And here I am with another shad, same trip. And here I am with a bunch of flounder. And here I am with some trout and some shad. That was a pretty good day of fishing there. And when I was working third shift, we would go out in the morning and we'd catch trout. And here I am with a limit of trout I got that day. I did good. Here I am with this is a steelhead. There's a lingcod. This one here I threw back. Here is my personal best cabezon.
Yes. My personal best cabezon. Yes.
Yeah, I caught it with my friend Nick and Jesse. Here I am with the little silver salmon. Trout. This is back in 1985. This is some more pink salmon. Here I am with a little sailfish I caught in Hawaii. Here I am catching shrimp in Taiwan at the shrimp ponds. And there's Ivy. That was kind of fun. That day we did pretty good well, I did, but they did. I only caught 3 or 4. They caught a whole bunch. We ate pretty good. But it's just something to do, something to kill the time. It was fun. And here I am in Vietnam, catching a squid.
Let me take a
Take some
picture.
pictures of it.
Not bad for the white guy, huh?
Yeah, and there I am. I'll be
USA.
taking a picture.
One more.
搜寻阿里巴巴夜钓就有他的照片了
啊，真的啊。
啊！到时候搜寻
阿里巴巴
We
是吧？
actually
Oh, there
ate
you go.
it.
So I actually
As soon
caught
as he
one.
bought it,
Yeah, you actually
took
caught
it,
one.
put it on a
That's
tray,
wrong.
cleaned it
Where's
all up, and we came back 5 minutes later.
拍
We
了
had
哦。
拍了。
squid sashimi.
我尝呀，
It was actually very good. And back down I go.
At least I caught one.
值得了啦，他只行，对不对？装手气好，对啊，他手气好。
And here is the salmon that I caught while I was shad fishing. Unfortunately, I had to throw it back. As you can see, I dropped it anyway. So, but that was kind of fun to catch on a little bitty line. Here's some more shad. I caught these with Mitchell, a friend of mine. Here's a lingcod that I caught off of Greg, off of his boat. And here's another lingcod I caught off of Greg's boat. Caught a couple of them. A very slow fishing trip down to the, that's off of Ocean Shores at the RV park. I only caught 4 fish. Here I am fishing for shrimp, shrimp again. Here's a little salamander that I caught over at Jim Creek, and here's another salmon, little silver salmon I caught off of Roberto's boat. And here's some more salmon that we caught. And this is a little sole dab. And here's another squid that I caught.
USA?
One more.
And a lingcod. Here is about a 60 to 70 pound halibut.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately,
You gotta throw him back.
got to throw him back, so that was aggravating.
Oh, little chicken strip.
But we got to reel him up, and then of course the
Get a good picture of it?
Oh yeah.
deckhand just whoop, there he goes. And here I am with a itty bitty little fish I caught. Actually, I caught 2 of them. They were no bigger than the bait. It's hilarious. And there's a picture of that halibut. Here's a crab that I caught. Here's a rockfish I caught over in Deception Pass. Here's some more greenlings and a little sand dab. This is a puffer fish that I caught in Taiwan. Here I am with a really nice greenling. Here's some surf perch that I caught. Here's one that Jesse caught that you took a picture of. 3 pounds. Of course, a little sand dab. I don't know what it's hilarious that you catch these little bitty fish when you're using pretty good sized bait. Here we are over in area 12 to catch a bunch of flounder. Here's the only bass I caught that day. The biggest lingcod of the trip. Here's some pink salmon that I caught with Ramon. And it was kind of fun. We caught my 4 fish in about less than 30 minutes. But I was kind of hurrying up because my waders were leaking. I have new waders now. A couple, those are shad. And of course, that's a different trip. Here I am with a couple trout I caught with Ramon off of his boat.
Look bigger.
And little baby trout. This is when I was at my heaviest. I was 240 pounds. Here's a couple of silver salmon I caught with Ramon and Yurik.
I'm ready.
And there's a little baby lingcod, but it's legal.
Where are we?
Just
Nia
barely
Bay?
legal.
Nia Bay, Lingcod 2025 with my friends Nick and Jesse. First ling of the season.
Yeah.
It'll eat good.
And it did. And there's what we caught. We caught some greenling, some cabezon, a couple rockfish, or black bass as they call them, and some. Here I am with the silver salmon. I caught it off of Jesse's friend's boat. Here I am with a couple more surf perch. And there I am getting ready to go out, and I have a little kelp greenling there. And here's a little perch I caught off of Jesse's boat. And here's another greenling over at Deception Pass. For some reason these photos got mixed up, but still the same. That's a perch, that's a greenling. That's the same greenling. Now here's two more greenlings I caught. And there's some more I caught there. And another trip down to the coast and caught some surf perch. Here I am with a black bass, rockfish, of course. That might be, yeah, that's a China rock there. I had to throw that one back. Closed season. And here's a picture of that cabezon
fish
again.
on. Yes,
It's my personal best.
my personal best, cabezon.
Yes.
And here I am in San Diego with some fish. I really don't know the names of them. This was back in 97 or 98. Here I am with some silver salmon I caught off my boat. Here I am with some mackerel, some trout. This is a repeat. Here I am at a bass tournament. That was the only bass that I caught. Here's a little flounder I caught when I was fishing with my daughter Cecilia. Here, I don't know. Those two pictures shouldn't even be in it because there's no fish with them. This is where I was fishing over the Columbia River. And there's some guys I went fishing with in San Diego. Here's some salmon I caught. Now here is some trout we caught in the mountains. Another lingcod, a trout and a bass over eastern Washington. Two silver salmon. This is the biggest king I've caught off my boat. Another lingcod. Some more pink salmon. Caught in the Skykomish. Again, the bass and the trout caught in eastern Washington. Here's some pink salmon, or chum salmon, I'm not sure which, caught in the river. And that's it.